Today's show is brought to you by the 2011 Glazer Kennedy Info Summit. Reserve your seat by November 3rd and save over $200. Click the banner on the sidebar for more information. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of NOBSLIVETV. I'm your host for today, Mara Glazer, and this week, Robert Phillips, the NOBS copywriter, is back in the NOBS Copy Confidential segment, and he's armed with more tips and techniques for creating attention-grabbing headlines that get your customers to take action. Also on the show, we'll feature a cool new iPhone app for all of you event goers out there. And later, we reveal our winner of last week's giveaway and the $1 bonus giveaway for this week that could be all yours.
Hello, this is Robert Phillips, the NOBS copywriter, with another segment of Copy Confidential on NOBS Live TV. So if you remember last time, I gave you a quick four-step formula for creating more powerful headlines, and we're just going to keep with the headline theme and build on that. So just a quick review, the 4 steps was step number 1, call out your prospect. Step number 2, be as specific as possible. Step number 3, inflict pain. And step number 4, offer benefits and solutions. So today I'll give you a headline test. I'll share a strategy for increasing the chances of grabbing attention by 300%. We'll talk about making your headlines stand out, and I'll answer a viewer question. So first, the headline test. And this is Dan's headline test, so credit to Dan. I didn't make this up myself, unfortunately. So the question is, how do you know if you have a winning headline? Well, so if all a prospect saw was your headline and a phone number, would the phone ring? It's pretty simple. So a bad headline would be 99% of the ads you see in the Yellow Pages, or probably anywhere else for that matter. So imagine something like Jim Smith, tax accountant, 410-855-1212. It's doubtful the phone would ring much because there's no benefit or solution offered, there's no call to action, it's boring. And the number 1 sin in marketing is being boring. Now let's go back, take a look at the headline that we put together in the last episode. So that headline was, former IRS agent reveals the dirty little secrets the government hopes you never discover that could cure financial headaches by resolving IRS disputes of $10,000 or more and saving you thousands of dollars in 30 days or less, guaranteed. Call 410-855-1212 for a free special report that could solve all your problems today. So if the right prospect saw that headline and phone number with the call to action, the phone would ring. So that's the quick headline test you can run on your headlines to know if you have a winning headline. So now let's move on to how to increase your chances of grabbing the prospect's attention by 300%. So how'd you like a simple strategy for tripling the chances that your headline grabs the prospect's attention? Again, this is a little trick I learned from Dan. He shared this in his CDs from Dan Kennedy's $10,000 sales letter writing workshop, which was a bonus we gave out to Copy Confidential subscribers. So it's really simple, actually, and obvious, as you'll see. You basically just use 3 headlines. So specifically what you do is you use a pre-headline before the main headline and a sub-headline below the main headline. So that gives you 3 chances to grab the reader's attention. It's also a good idea to use cosmetic techniques to make each part of the headline stand out. So I like to use different colors, different fonts, different font sizes, and copy doodles, among other things. It should be shown on the screen now. So it's basically got a pre-headline that says a time-sensitive invitation for 2011 Super Conference attendees. Now I should tell you, this actually was a sales letter that we used at the Super Conference earlier this year. And it was an offer that was only available to people who were in attendance at the Super Conference. So that pre-headline specifically is calling out the who, and it's being as specific as possible because we knew the only people that were going to read it were 2011 Super Conference attendees, and it is time sensitive because that offer was only good during the event. So that's the pre-headline, and that's our first chance to capture attention. Okay, now we move down to the main headline, and that is announcing an incredible opportunity for ultra insider access to see exactly how Dan Kennedy and Bill Glazer create the marketing and copywriting ideas that fuel the explosive growth of multiple million-dollar businesses. And you can see in that one, I've actually changed the font I've also used some underlining and some capitalization. I capitalized Dan and Bill's names. So that is the main headline. And if I didn't already mention it, the pre-headline used some cosmetics because it was highlighted in yellow. And then underneath that, we've got the sub-headline, and it basically says, fast action required. Only the first Super Conference attendees to accept this invitation will take home 4 exclusive bonus gifts worth at least $2,064. So you can see in that one, I actually changed the color of the font because I used blue. Also, some of that is in a black box. And then I used some copy doodles. Those are the red things. So I remember I crossed out 4 exclusive bonuses. Actually, the 4 is crossed out, and there's a red 5, and then the 2064 is underlined in red. So that's some copy doodles. So again, that's a real-life example of how we basically tripled the chances of grabbing the reader's attention by basically using 3 headlines. You know, we've got the pre-headline, then we've got the main headline, and then we've got the sub-headline. Okay, so now let's move on, and finally let's answer a question. So after the last episode, we got a question from a viewer that basically said, how does all this information about headlines relate to email, and specifically email subject lines? So that's a good question, and my answer might surprise you. So I actually used to think that the email subject line was similar to a headline, but a direct response marketing legend by the name of Denny Hatch changed my mind. So I was actually at an event held by Mike Capuzzi. I believe it was about 2 years ago, and Denny Hatch was a guest there. Anyway, he was up on the stage, and he said that the email subject line is actually not like a headline. It's actually more like the teaser copy on an envelope. And as he explained it, and if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense, because both are designed to get you to open the message and read it. So the teaser copy on an envelope is designed to get you to open and read the message inside. And that's exactly the job of the email subject line, to get you to open the email and read the message inside. So if you think about it that way, you can start looking at teaser copy on envelopes and asking yourself if it might work as an email subject line. And actually, as a matter of fact, I remember Ryan Dice was on stage at one of our events. It may have been the Info Summit last year, and he was sharing a list of his best email subject lines, the ones that worked best and produced the highest open rates. And I remember one of the headlines, or the email subject lines that he gave, was X-ray enclosed. Now that is the exact same teaser copy that is used on one of the top performing direct mail campaigns that has been used in countless industries that Bill and Dan have been teaching for years. And the way it was used in an email is that you just include a photo of an X-ray in the email. So it's usually an X-ray of a person smiling, and the message is something along the lines of, this is the X-ray. This is an X-ray of one of our clients who can't stop smiling because we just solved his IRS problems and saved him $80,000 or whatever. So basically the point is the person is smiling because of your solution to their big problem. So that's my answer to the email question. The email subject line is not really a headline. It's actually more like the teaser copy on an envelope. So thanks for the question, and if you have any other questions or suggestions for topics to be covered in future editions of the Copy Confidential segment, please submit them on this site. So that's it for today, and we'll see you next time. If you're serious about dramatically increasing your speed, effectiveness, skills, and income as a direct response marketer and copywriter in just a few hours a month, here's your chance to claim a ringside seat behind the closed doors of Dan Kennedy's Copywriting Cave and inside the secret Glazer Kennedy War Room. Plus 4 special bonuses worth at least $1,067, all for less than the cost of eating lunch at Subway. Click on the button below for all the details.
Today's show is brought to you by the 2011 Glazer Kennedy Info Summit. A quick reminder, time is running out. Your last chance to register for the Glazer Kennedy Info Summit is November 3rd. Register by November 3rd and save over a $200 discount. Click the banner in the sidebar for more information. If you're one of those iPhone users who attends marketing events for the networking opportunities as much as the content that's delivered from the stage, then we've got an app for you. It's called Sonar, and it shows you who was in the room by using data from social networks. After connecting your accounts, you can see who is checked in on Foursquare or Facebook Places, as well as which one of them shares your Twitter or Facebook friends and who those shared friends are. You can use the app to send a message to any of them to quickly and easily introduce yourself. So at the next time you're in the room at a Glaser Kennedy event or any other event and you're looking to do some serious networking, just grab your iPhone, download the Sonar app, and start introducing yourself to the room. You can download the Sonar app by going to sonar.me/iPhone. We'll put that link on the screen. You can go to that link from your iPhone or by searching Sonar in the App Store. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm your host for today, Mara Glaser. Join us for another episode of NOBS Live TV next Tuesday. But until then, you can join the conversation on social media by following us on Facebook or Twitter. We'll put all the links on the screen for you. Have a great week, everybody.